everyone and welcome to today's video. So today we will be playing some Mono Black. This is a deck that was played by a person called Teruya Kakumae a few days ago, and they managed to get to the first place in Mythic. I think they were the first ones to reach Mythic this particular season, and this is the deck they are playing. As you can see, this is a best of 3 deck. However, it functions extremely well in best of 1 as well. I will be playing this on the channel today, so what the deck wants to do, it's basically an aggro strategy. Put your 1-drops on the field into your 2-drop, you have some removal here and there, and the main thing that makes this deck good is this card right here, Demonic Embrace, which gives one of your low drops +3, +1 and flying. Also, if you happen to put a Regisaur on the field and you draw into this, then your Regisaur pretty much becomes a 10-7 flying, which will be very hard for the opponent to deal with. On top of that, Demonic Embrace as a second ability is when you have this in your graveyard, you can discard a card and pay 3 life plus its regular mana cost, and then you can cast it again. So even if you get board wiped and you have another 1-drop on the field and another card in hand, you can always just cast this from the graveyard and make one of these super strong in the coming turn. I'm very happy with this deck. I think it has a lot of potential, and if you're looking for a kind of budget deck to build, this is probably it. You can, well, the sideboard doesn't even have any rare cards in it, I think. So there's 8 rare cards here and 7 mythic cards here. Here's more rare cards. Maybe it's not exactly budget 10, but you can always cut the Castle Locthwains and just run it without those. Or even replace the Blacklance Paragon for more removal spells to save some wild cards. But this deck is solid. It's a very good deck and I love to be able to play this. If you like, by the way, if you like Magic the Gathering content, I will be posting daily Magic the Gathering videos on this channel, so keep an eye out for that. And it will be a mix of jank decks and competitive decks. Usually when you look at the thumbnail from the upper right corner, you'll be able to tell if it's a good deck or not. Like if I put jank deck or competitive jank, something like that, you will know it's not a meta deck, but competitive jank can be viable. And if I put off meta or meta deck, then like this will be a meta deck today, for example, then you will know it's an actual good deck. So that's enough for me. Let's jump into the footage and let's have some fun with Mono Black. Alright, so we have our first opponent, Nowhere West here. Let's have a look what they are playing, and we are playing Mono Black today, and let's have a look at our hand. Regisaur on turn 3 seems decent. No removal though, but I'll keep it. So put Gutterbones down. We do get to go first, which is very nice as well. And we are up against Mono Red. Maybe not Mono Red. So put this down, put the Scorpion down, and Gutterbones likely getting shocked here. Yeah, like expected. So the Gutterbones is dead, unfortunately, but next turn, I will try to attack in with the Scorpion so I can get the Spawn of Mayhem onto the field before the Rotting Regisaur. So let's attack in here, 1 damage, and put this guy onto the field first. Because if they have removal, well, they are red, so I'm not sure. This mono red phoenix, what am I looking at there? Shouldn't this be an Izzy deck at least? Oh well, maybe the blue land is still gonna come down soon. There's the blue land, so they put a Goblin Electromancer onto the field. Yeah, we will lose the second Castle Locthwain to the Rotting Regisaur discard, but that's fine, that's fine. So let's go in with the Spawn of Mayhem. The opponent will be able to put at least 1 Phoenix onto the board this coming turn, but I'm fine with that. I think even if they get 2 or 3 Phoenixes, we will probably win with the bot we have right now because they can't really deal with the Rotting Regisaur or the Spawn of Mayhem because they are 6 and 4 toughness. Unless of course they invest several cards into one of these, which I don't think they will do. They play Seeded Roof in this deck. That's a bit of an odd choice. Maybe they have a Dreadhorde champion in here. Okay, so this is not a Phoenix deck, this is actually an Izzet Spells deck like I hosted on the channel the other day. The inclusion of the Arclight Phoenix seems a bit win-more to me, but maybe I'm mistaken, and Rankle is absolutely perfect here, so let's go in with everything. There we go. And now the opponent is very far behind. I can't imagine a world where they can catch up. And they realized that, so we won the first game. Well, it's a good deck. This is just a really strong deck. I don't think I will be losing all that many games today playing this particular strategy right here. So here we go, up against Kazoo, and let's see what Kazoo is playing. Looks good, looks good. We do need a third land though, hopefully we can find it. So let's keep this and start with a Scorpion. Up against some kind of ramp deck. This deck does decently against ramp because it has a very strong curve. And we did find the land, which is great. I'll probably go for the Spawn of Mayhem before I put the Regisaur on the field, simply because that way I have less discards. And the turn. Probably a Euro coming down here, right? Oh, nothing comes down. Then I don't know if this is really ramp. Maybe it's Simic Flash could be. What am I facing here? There's a delay there, so could be Simic Flash. Well, I will attack in first just to scout out what they have. Yeah, let's just try to jam a Spawn of Mayhem. It probably gets countered anyways, but better they counter this than one of the Rotting Regisaur. So they have a Sinister Sabotage, but that's fine for the time being. There could be a Wolf coming down this turn. Let's attack in first again and see what sticks. Okay, so the opponent doesn't cast the Wolf. Drilled Mystic, that's fine. Bit by bit we get rid of all the counter spells, and Simic Flash is such an annoying deck to face, isn't it? There's the Nissa, but they don't have anything to counter with this coming turn then. Which is good. Hopefully I can find a land so I can eliminate this. We do find a land, perfect. So let's eliminate this thing right there, and I think that I will Demonic Embrace now and get rid of that Nissa while I can. So let's attack the Nissa and get rid of that. I know I pretty much had lethal next turn, but I don't want a giant Hydroid Crassus or something like that coming down. Yeah, go ahead, attack in opponent, I'm fine with that. And they are holding back. I will keep this in hand in case I want to cast the Demonic Embrace from the graveyard. So let's attack in with the Blacklance Paragon. They might flash in the Spectral Sailor just to block, but they flash in a Brazen Borrower. Alright then, so do they block? Do they not block? What's their plan? They do block. Okay, so goodbye Blacklance Paragon, but we did get rid of their thing. So what I can do now is I could cast this onto the Serrated Scorpion, or I could put down the Rotting Regisaur now that they are tapped out. In this case, I will put this down, but that means I do need to put the land down, otherwise I will discard it anyways. Alright, I think getting the Spawn of Mayhem down is more important than the Rotting Regisaur. I will attack with the Scorpion. The opponent likely is forced to double block here onto the Regisaur, which is great. Then we can get rid of both of those at the same time. Yeah, there we go, double block, perfect. And they are tapped out yet again, so I can put the Spawn of Mayhem down this time. Here comes the Spawn of Mayhem, and I think it's time for them to start to scoop, because I don't see a world where they can recover from this now, especially after we've been curving out perfectly like this. Down to 9, and I'll do this. If they want to counter this, that's fine. I will gladly pay 3 life, drop this into the graveyard. Nightpack Ambusher, that's perfect, so let's attack it with both of these. And now they need to bounce the spawn, otherwise they die to the trigger. Okay, there's that Hydroid Crassus. I knew they must have one of these, but this is pretty much game for them. Let's attack in. Rankle, let's put that one on the field for style. And they call it, so as you can see, the deck can put a lot of pressure even on Simic Flash, and we were able to make it through that alive, which is quite an achievement, I have to say. Simic Flash is super annoying to face in combat in this game, but we made it through. Let's go to the next game. Alright, we're up against Marcus Fletcher. Let's see what Marcus is playing. We are still playing our mono black aggro deck. And this looks good if we are facing a creature based deck, but if it's a ramp deck, then this is not a great hand. Let's start with the Gutterbones. Come on, please be mono red or something so I can... it's blue-white flyers, alright then, so I don't really want to lose the Gutterbones already, so let's eliminate the Hawk and attack in with the Gutterbones now. Because if they put a 2-drop flyer onto the field now, it puts them in a difficult position whether or not they want to block this. Okay, Fairy Miscreant, not the best thing right there. Should I try to attack in? Maybe I do. If they don't block, I can put down the Spawn of Mayhem. They don't block. Alright then, it's Spawn of Mayhem time. Landing this on the field is extremely good. I don't know if they can recover from a Spawn of Mayhem. because they cannot leave this on the board. They need to almost double block it. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Let's... I will put this on... Let's put it on the Spawn, because that one does have trample, so... This puts them in a bit of trouble. It's likely getting Brazen Borrowed here. Yeah, they do Brazen Borrow it, unfortunately. I will attack them with the Gutterbones. If they want to trade here, I'm fine with that. They still don't want to trade. Okay then. Loyal Pegasus, and they are going to cast a Brazen Power next turn, I guess. If they cast a Brazen Power, then the Gutterbones cannot be blocked because the Loyal Pegasus cannot block by itself. So let's put the Spawn of Mayhem back onto the field. Lofty Denial, that's fine. Next turn they attack in for 3, and we have a lot of stuff to put on the field actually, so... No idea why they keep hovering over the stuff. Maybe they are talking to people or something. And they go in, so that's 3 damage right there. Maybe the correct play is to put this onto the Gutterbones. Yeah, I will pay the 3 life and I will drop 1 Gutterbones into the graveyard. Do they denial it or not? They don't denial it. This forces them to block with the Brazen Borrower, which is... It's okay, so let's let them flash in that Brazen... They don't block? Wow, that's really brave of them. Ah, I see. Ah, wow. Well, good for them. They played the deck well and they managed to beat us. I think it was a fun game anyways. Let's move on to the next one. Small Borrow 24. This is likely going to be the last game for today. My throat is not feeling well, so I will go take a rest after this. But I still wanted to leave you with a good deck to play on Magic Arena. Waiting for the opponent to make their move. We're up against another Jund Fu deck. I really wish Wizard of the Coast would do something about this Jund Fu, because it really doesn't promote normal Magic the Gathering in my opinion. Well, let's go. I will play. Let's see. Scorpion. Okay, so let's attack in. Maybe they will block. That's the priest. Let's remove the priest right away. Okay, so next turn I will discard the Gutterbones. Maybe I should have attacked in first with the Knife of the Ebon Legion, because maybe they wouldn't have blocked. Gutterbones and Witch's Oven, okay. Let's drop this and another Rankle. Unfortunately, this Rankle is not gonna survive. I'll attack him with both because he likely wants to block. Oh, he doesn't even want to block the Rotting Regisaur. I made a mistake there with the options because I will lose whatever I draw to the Regisaur next turn. Let's sacrifice this. That was a mistake to give them a card draw there, but at least it did 1 damage. So, oh, they go for a priest. I was hoping that they would attack in and then bring back the Gutterbones instead, but they went for the priest play. A demonic embrace would have been great here. We did not find it, unfortunately. Attack with everything and force them to discard their last card. Opponent's doing their cat oven stuff. I cannot activate the sacrifice part right now because I need to keep the Gutterbones as a means of sacrificing next turn when they use the priest. So this way I have 2 sacrifice targets right here. Okay, there goes 1. Okay, they bring back the cat. And they can put the Gutterbones back into the hand as well. Alright then, so I have nothing to discard and put the land down. I'll still attack with both because this way I can get in with the Gutterbones right there for a couple of damage. Actually, I think I'm gonna activate the sacrifice thing on the Rankle now because that puts them in a weird spot, right? This is in their hand, so make them discard that. And do I draw and make them lose a life? Six, then next, nah, let's not make them draw anything. Let's keep their hand empty and I will sacrifice my Gutterbones. Put this back onto the field. And I can spend that mana, but it's not gonna do much with the Rotting Regisaur on hand. On the field, I mean. So now they're in a tough spot because they need to attack in with the priest if they want to put the Gutterbones back. And we won the game there, perfect. Should I do one more? Maybe one more game and then I really call it for today. This was quite a short game after all. Oh, up against Rhea. Let's see what Rhea's playing. We are playing Mono Black Aggro. And this is likely going to be the last game for real. Let's keep this. Up against a Yorion deck, so I do need to hurry a little bit with putting my treads out. I guess Gutterbones on turn 1 is the best bet to put the most damage on them. Gutterbones, and next turn I can Blacklance Paragon. Please, do I Blacklance Paragon? Let's see what I draw first. Okay, so I go with the 1-drops instead. And seeing a green-red land is a bit confusing considering that they are playing Yorion. No idea what they are up to be honest. Let's put this on the knight and go in. Knight is going to keep on growing, and if they only have red mana as removal, it's gonna be extremely difficult for them to get rid of this knight on the field. This. And they scoop it, alright then. Anyways, that was Mono Black Aggro. You can see how quickly you can win a game with this deck. This deck is probably one of the best decks in the game right now, right alongside Rakdos Aggro, Mono Green, and Timur Reclamation. Tomorrow, I'm not sure, maybe I already posted it yesterday. I also have a Sultai ramp footage. I am still deciding which one I will post on the channel first. But I have a couple of decks coming up. I still want to do a bit of Azorius Control since people have been requesting that one, so that one will be on the channel soon as well. And I am working on a couple of budget decks, so new players out there will have some decks to play in the core set as well. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, and also if you want to support this channel, there is a Patreon down in the description. For €1 a month. You can already be a member if you wish to be so. Anyway, see you tomorrow with the next deck, and stay safe out there.